can put Salvo on me. That's fine.
All right, Stroke, what do you need? Enchantino? No, we are not. We are going to wait.
I'm fine.
Cool. All right, next time the Eradicator comes back, we're going to go ahead and pull.
So we're popping consumes at
Stay
the
back.
first boss, right?
Yeah, at the first boss. So we will pop a Raid Wide World buff. You don't need to unboon. I'm just going to do that. So when we get here, the Eradicators, they do... This is a... There's Valletta. All right. We're going to go ahead and let's wait because we're going to go out and summon Valletta. Go out and can we get a summoning crew outside, please?
I'm out. Just need a lock. Enchantino's here. Sweet.
Cool. When he gets here, we'll get spot buffs up for Valletta. The Eradicator, that'll be a mana burn. So if you're Priest, if you are a Warlock, Hunter, we'll mana burn these guys. If you're unfamiliar, if the ad gets to full mana, he brings everybody down to 1 HP, and then any damage done wipes the raid, basically. All right, here's Valletta. Let's go ahead, and he's walking away. Next time he comes, we're going to pull.
Do you actually have to mana burn this guy inside?
Probably not. When we have multiples, yes, we'll like mana burn the X target. Once again, just want to explain mechanics as we go. Brock Force, if you can be our main puller for today, that'd be excellent. We're gonna wait for this to come back a little bit. All right, go ahead and you can pull it, bring it to us. We're not moving too far forward where we want to pull the ads. So wait just a second. Kraj, you'll take Skull, LVX, Layla, if you can get Square and Moon, that'd be great. All right, we can move forward. We're gonna run into the next pack. Go ahead and run in. Detect Magic, NE, and all 4 of them, please. That'll be kind of main priority here. We're gonna see what abilities they have. We're gonna go to Skull, it's Mending. Go ahead and get that. Mortal Strike, perfect. So Moon is Fire and Arcane Reflect. We're gonna go to X next. So they heal up afterwards after we kill one, so it doesn't make any sense to go ahead and damage others. You do it one at a time. After X, we are gonna go over to Square. All right, go to Square. And then DPSers, Fire, Arcane, Reflect is next. Brock, if you can come up with me, we're gonna pull.
Is anyone else lagging, like badly?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
actually.
40 people in here.
Brock, you can go ahead and pull that, bring it back up. All right, let's get a tank to go on to Skull. Let's go ahead and swap over DPS to Skull. Just go ahead, everybody over to Skull. Everybody to Skull. Brock, move forward with me.
Reload.
Everybody over to Skull. Everybody to Skull. Everybody to Skull. Brock, you can go pull X. Come over to me. All right, X is coming in. We're gonna go. Yes, we can.
Okay, so it's just my game that's fucked.
Mana's looking great. We got a lot of people. We're just running into the next pack. Go ahead and run in.
Mount.
All right, running in. Go ahead and pull. Detect Magic. Wait for the calls here. We're gonna get Detect Magic up on these guys. I don't know what they have yet. We're gonna go over to Skull.
Mana.
Gotcha.
Skull's bending.
Let's go to
Moon is Mortal Strike.
Go to X. Go to X. Actually, stop.
X
X
is
Thorns.
Thorns, yeah.
Thorns. Get off X. I'm sorry. Go over to Square. You're going to Square. Thorns is last. All right, Melee, just be careful. X is going to die, and so everybody's going to get this. Melee, just don't kill yourself. If you get low, go ahead and step back out. Not a big deal. If you get low, wait to get healed up, step out, and stop auto-attacking. Perfect. Okay, for Scarum, as we're going over to Prophet Scarum, we've got Kraj in the middle. We've got Alvi on the left, Lalo on the right. Tsunami, you're kicking middle, Established kicking left, Mojito's kicking right. Healers, you have assignments if you're a paladin. Things to be aware, he splits at every 25%. So at 75%, he splits into 3 adds. We need to stun lock essentially. And then after 75, it does it again, 50 and 25. His big thing is he will mind control targets. They will raid members, and we need to sheep if we're able to. Warlock, if you are a warlock, go ahead and fear the target as well. And you need to be careful on cleave. We do not want to kill these guys. They get mind controlled. That's bad. So no multi-shot. Be careful. Explosive trap, cleave, all that good stuff. Don't kill your friends. Otherwise, fear and sheep. Any questions?
What about traps?
Say that again.
What about traps for AoE? Is it better to switch to single target traps or?
I would probably switch to single target traps. Yeah.
Perfect.
Are we holding boon for now?
Are we holding what?
Boon, sorry.
Yes, we just popped a world buff for everybody.
Yep.
So hold your boons.
Is this guy any poison or nature or?
He does arcane damage.
I see.
Yep.
Oh,
And the hard mode is the ghosts.
Yep.
Okay.
Ghosts will spawn. So ghosts will spawn and explode. Hold on, let me double check. It is where's AQ prep? It is arcane explosions under your feet. So be careful. Actually, it's a ghost. You're right. It looks like the weak aura's ghost. So just be careful. If something's moving towards you, run away from it. If there's explosion damage on the ground, run away from it.
And we focus his images first and then kill him?
Correct, because we don't want to get too
Okay.
many images to spawn.
I got you. Okay.
Okay, St. David, what you need?
I'm ready.
All right, I want everybody to move up to the right. Don't be in line of sight. Just go over to circle. Don't go in the middle. Go over to the right. All right. We're going to pull in 10. Kraj is going to go in. Make sure, kickers, you're on your proper targets. It's going to be on Kraj. All right, Kraj is going in. Everybody behind him. Here we go. Let him get threat. Pull it back up to the middle, Kraj.
Blow your AoE fear.
Thank you, bro. Blow fears.
Yeah, I'm stopping damage, just taunt off.
All right, can we get a call when we're close
No
to
AoE.
60%? Don't kill your
Don't
friends.
AoE,
Don't
don't
kill your
kill
friends.
Jog.
Okay, so we all killed Jog because of that. So let's go ahead and Skull. Where's the next?
These
Okay.
ads are getting
They got melted, huh?
clapped. Are we on hard mode?
We clicked the obelisk. Yep.
Okay.
It's about to split. Okay. All right, images. Go ahead and kill sides. Get kicks out.
Go kill Whitelock.
Don't kill Whitelock. Fear Whitelock. If you're a Warlock, fear him. Okay, he's getting trap damage. Explosive trap. Just don't explosive trap. It's about to split one more time. We got one more round of kicks. Can we get a
Why do I have the
rallying,
main
please?
guy?
Can we get a rallying?
Don't kill Hogman.
Do not kill Hogman. Watch or cleave. He's still getting damaged. Who is damaging Hogman? Please, Jog, Chume, and Hogman, go look at your logs or at your details and find out what killed you.
He was standing in my consecration from when
Yeah.
I got mind controlled.
I
That
tried to pull him
sucks.
out, but
Gotcha. That stinks. All right, go ahead and get reses up. We're going to go ahead and loot the boss. Everybody's going to go over to the right-hand side of the steps. We're all going to go get a mount.
No one touched the gong.
Yeah. Safe side, just don't really touch anything. All right, everybody's going to go over to Star. Go ahead and do the quest.
They just now?
What's that?
Huh, that's neat, I guess.
All right, don't go past circle. I want spot buffs on Hogman, Lolo, and Jog. So brainwashers will guess at mind control. Don't kill your friends. Everybody's going to move on down. You've talked to Star. You've got your mount. You're moving over to Star. All right, tanks run in. Melee DPS, these guys, when the Guardians, when one gets low, any other active Guardians will charge in the vicinity of where that first Guardian's going to die. Don't kill Crash. And it will knock you back and do bleed damage. So it'll knock you up in the air. You want to be up against a wall. Here it's fine because the ceiling's really low, but when we go to the future rooms, beware of that. Okay, go ahead and mount up. I want everybody to be hugging the left side as we go.
We need to watch the ghosts, guys. These things that are killing us.
Those
These
are the
ghosts.
arcane explosions.
If you remember the ghosts from Sunken Temple, it's the same thing.
You hug them?
No, you get away from yours, okay? So everyone's gonna have their own ghost. You need
Everybody
to
hug
avoid
left.
yours.
Hug left.
I thought you meant do it like we did it in Sunken Temple.
No,
Yeah, I died every.
We've got
every
warriors
week.
coming in. All right, so tanks are picking these up. Tanks pick them
Hopefully. Fingers
so
crossed.
we need to kill one at a time. You can technically kill them all at the same time, and they spawn little ads at the end. You're going to AoE them. So Skull's about to blow and AoE. So let's blow, go over to X, and then we'll AoE more. And then square, more AoE. All right, we are all going to drop down in a second here. All right, oop, hold on, a lot of ads. Get healthy first,
No,
get
you
healthy.
cannot burn those buffs, Enchantino.
All right, tanks, I want you to drop down. You're going to pull the mobs against the wall. So tanks, go ahead, drop down. All right, I want tanks, your backs to be up against the wall here by circle. Come over to circle, backs against the wall. Same with melee DPS. When you get knocked over, you're going to get knocked into the wall instead of flying out into no man's land and dying to fall damage. All right, Brock Force, I want you.
Candy in it right there. I know it.
All right, heal melee. Brock Force, I want you to come with me. Everybody can just stay. Everybody move up. We won't pull it yet, Brock. I want everybody moving up. If you are a tank,
hot mic.
Oh my bad.
thank you. I want all the tanks in melee DPS where circle is. Brock, you can go ahead and pull the left pack. There's one on the right too. Just be careful. Melee, do not get knocked into the room. Have your back up against the wall. Thank you. He's going to MC a couple targets, so tanks, you might need to pick up a couple ads. Don't kill your friends. Alvi and Kraj are both MC'd. If we can get a Feral Druid to go pick up some of these ads, that'd be great. Just pull them back against the wall. We're getting the MC targets first. All good. So do not kill the Guardians. We want them against the wall. So that's hitting like range and healers. That's not where we want them. So a lot of raid damage, that's unnecessary because they weren't tanked up against the wall.
To be fair, 2 tanks got MC'd immediately.
They did. Indeed. All right, Brock, you can pull the next group over here.
Was that because the tanks pulled? Maybe Hunter's pull or something?
Hunter,
I don't think we did.
Tanks over to circle, tanks to circle, pull them over here.
Unlucky.
All right, just Alvi.
Really likes you, Alvi. Hey, he knows who he needs to MC. Yeah, he's like #1 rogue. Get that guy.
Okay. All right, so how this is going to go for... Keep everybody up.
Artifact. Everybody loot your artifact.
Okay, so Bug Trio. We are going to go Yaj, Kree, then Vem. We need kicks on Yaj. Mojitos, you're the first. Establish, you're the second. When she does a fear, I'd like for Kree and Yash to be kind of tanked to the left. Vem will be tanked off to the right, I guess. I mean, they could be a little bit stacked, that's fine. Vem will kind of knock people up in the air as you're far away. It's pretty normal. When Yash dies, she will spawn adds. We need to either eat them down. Kree does a poison volt volley, so we need to heal through it or do poison cleanses. When Kree dies, he leaves a big pool of green on the ground that kills you pretty quickly. So once he dies, you all melee need to move out quickly.
So what does Skull do? Besides, it just spawns ads when it dies.
Yeah, and he does a fear periodically, so need to kick the fear. I think the fear. No, he does a heal. Excuse me. You want to kick the heal from Yash, and then he just fears, and we can't do anything about it. Priest, if you want to put out fear wards on tanks.
the heals?
You
We
can't
have
range.
a number of drummer totems.
Yeah, no trouble.
Pure ward who?
Tanks and healers and rogues.
Yeah.
Right. Ready, check.
Okay, and so then you said X was what again?
X is just going. It hits hard, and then when it dies, it leaves a big pool of green on the ground that
Gotcha.
you need to move out of.
And then Square.
Square does a charge that will knock somebody back up in the air. You guys, tanks need to just keep taunting it and getting back threat. So it might hit people here and there.
And Skull's
Pally's
in the middle.
running.
The other two are like off to the side, right?
Yeah, I want X and Skull to the left. Square, it's going to kind of run around a little bit. Layla, you can take that a little bit to the right.
And Pally's are running Inspired X Exemplar.
That would be great.
Really should.
We need to hit the obelisk too before we start.
Thank you. Let's do that. All right, we're going to give a pull timer of 20 seconds here if you need anything else. Just keep fear warding.
Only got 157 lives left.
I know. Goodness. All right, tanks, run on in. You're going to pull them back over to the left. Remember, we're focusing on Skull. Rogues are kicking the heels. That's good, Layla. You don't need to go any further. The fear should be soon. There's a poison volt from Kree. All right, Yash is going to spawn ads in a second. She might fear one more time. All right, here are the ads. Go ahead and get the ads. Get out of the arcane explosions on the ground. Arcane explosions are going to be around your feet. You want to move away from them. Everybody's on to Kree. Once Kree dies, he's going to spawn a big green pool. It's pretty large. So just need to be careful to get those. We still have a few ads open that are up too. So if we can get some AoE damage on these ads, they're kind of in the back, a little bit by circle. All right, get out of the green pool on the ground. Melee run out, melee run out. Pull X a little bit away from the green pool on the ground, and then everybody stack up. So pull it out a little bit, Lalo, or whoever's tanking it, to get away from the green on the ground. And then everybody get close because you're going to charge the furthest person away. So everybody kind of stack up tight. All right, easy peasy. Go ahead and loot your Karaji idols, whatever these are. The signets. Nice wand. All right.
Best one, by the way.
You can mount. We can mount up. There's an ancient Karaji artifact on, I think, over here on Star or somewhere. Go ahead and loot it. It gets you rep as a turn in later. What was the question, Crush?
Are these mounts just like a one-time quest thing, or are these always here?
They give you it just so you can navigate the raid.
The insignia are all the time. The artifacts drop randomly. You can get more than one in a run.
All right, tanks and melee DPS, I want you being over in this wall, over by circle. When you get knocked back up, you're going to go back up into this wall here. I want range and healers over by circle here. We might get Karaji warriors that spawn, not a big deal, we'll tank them. Karaj, Skull X, Alvi, Square, Moon, Lalo, Triangle, Diamond. Let's pull. One at a time. This is not multiple AoE them down. Gets a lot of damage. So pull them back. Let them get to the tanks. Heals. Don't do anything yet. Let them pull them over to the corner. Everybody pull them against the wall. Pull them against the wall. Keep pulling them back. There you go. After skulls X. Range, if you're getting damage, be careful of AoE. Looks like there's maybe some arcane explosions in the back. Get a rallying cry, please. Can we get a thank you for the barrier? We need the ads back up against the wall. Do not DPS them if they're not up against the wall. Pull them back up against the wall. Got a lot of range with the debuffs. That just shows we're a little bit too close. All right, go ahead and let's get.
Look out! Look out!
Look for the ghosts. Thank you. So I guess they do keep spawning through trash. I did not think that these ones did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Always,
every time
when you're in combat, it's just like BWO.
Gotcha.
So as
All
soon
right,
as
wait.
they spawn, pretty much just like run away from your ghost.
Spot buffs up
Yeah,
on Valletta and
kind of flux
Lolo.
melee a little bit.
Yeah, we are
It's
pulling.
tough, yeah.
Karaji Warriors. These are the ones that spawn little adds to AoE down. They hit pretty hard. If you're a clothy, I guess. All right, go ahead, Brock. You can pull these. We're going to go back to that same spot we were before. So he's pulling it around the corner. Everybody back over to circle. Everybody's going melee and tanks back to circle against this wall. Range and healers on the opposite wall. Make sure they all get in the corner. We don't want them going over to the range. Makes healing a lot easier when they're all together.
Ghost, look out!
Good call. Save a friend. Use a Hellstone. Use a pot. Whatever you need. All right. I want everybody moving forward. We've got a new spot.
My dumbass forgot the flask.
I want
Do you
the
know how long ghosts last after they spawn?
It's not a lot. It's like a few seconds. It's not very long. 5, maybe 10 seconds.
Do we have solo? Forget.
No.
All right. I want tanks and melee where circle is up in this corner. And then ranged and healers, I want you over here. Brock, you can go ahead and pull.
Dead may never die.
I might not have marked everything lay low, so maybe. There we go. So let them get threat. They're pulling it back into the corner. You don't want to DPS until they get there because we don't want Skull to die over by the healers to get knocked back to the other room. That's bad. So pull them into the corner. Let them get there first. Not a big deal. Range, be careful of the ghost. Good work. All right, we're moving forward. Hold on.
Coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back in like 10 minutes. Hold on, I need to AFK for like 1 minute. 1 second.
What do you do? Their best Strox impression?
Are you gonna carry the whole build on your shoulders?
Right.
Okay, I'll do a little
Mighty
real.
shoulders.
We got bile-covered gauntlets.
Down the ground.
Again, that message is mainly just for tier, but
Guess I'll roll off spec. Just nature resist. Doesn't seem like nature resist is all that important, so I'm not gonna.
who's ridden gauntlets?
Nope.
Are we focusing the ads down first?
Add a when she's doing whirlwind, add a taunt rotation in. It will keep her in place.
Yeah,
Like the tank
I was just gonna say taunt rotation.
All right.
Obelisk.
Press the item, yeah.
Countdown would be great. If you can, like if you count down from like 5 and via desk.
I got disconnected.
Yeah, be cursed. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got kidney in 10. I'm run. Don't hold on. Got it.
Fall enough.
On me.
Kidney.
yeah.
Got the taunt.
Resisted.
Hidden.
Doing Hajj next. Oh, can't.
Taunted. Be cursed.
Haunted.
So there's a big chest there. Don't touch it.
So just to clarify, kite him. My job is just kite him around the room and taunt it like 4 or 5. Okay. What exactly do the stacks do? Gotcha.
And we leave that chest over there, right? Cool.
This is all a. Is this the gauntlet into a boss?
This is the gauntlet, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that obelisk?
Let me just
That's
make sure
the
all my
boss.
buffs are maxed
okay.
out. Give me a second. Up my food buff again. I'm pretty sure there are like poison shit that spawns on the ground as part of our curse now, so just watch your feet even more than before.
No slow traps in the ground. They're gonna pull ads that respawn.
All right, decurses, decurses. Toxic pools as well. It looks like these affixes are spawning at the same time, so.
Lovely, lovely.
Very lovely, indeed, indeed. All right, when we get to the end here, you're all going to follow circle. We're going to get to a safe spot where we can mana up a little bit. So get skull, and then you're all going to follow circle.
Kind of surprised they didn't fix it.
We might get void zones that spawn on us here, which would not be great, but go ahead and kill stuff. Go over to circle. Let's get out of combat. All right, hopefully kill everything here. Let's drop combat. All right, and drop combat. Go ahead and drink. Alvy's going to go in first in a second here. We're going to pull in 20 seconds. All right, Alvy, get ready. We're going to have ads spawn behind us a little bit. I want everybody to go down now. Go down now. Alvy, go. We're going to get ads that come up on us. We have a few ads in the back. Not a big deal. Layla, if you can pick them up as we go in, that's great. All right, you're going to be pulling them in kind of in a circle throughout the room here. If you all see worms that spawn, go ahead and call it out. Some people will get teleported and briefly web wrapped. It's part of the mechanic. So Alvy, let's start moving them around the room. All right, worms are starting to come. We need tanks to get these, and we need stuns on them. So swap to the worms. You got worm
I
in the
got
back.
5 stacks, but he's not really doing anything to me. So
Let's practice. Watch out for toxic void stuff on the ground. That's not the good. So healing reduced by 50% on you. It's 10% for every stack. Keep going on worms, guys.
Should I stack the worms with the boss or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So DPS
They
can
need to
cleave.
die before they turn red. They one-shot people like this.
I can taunt back now if you want.
Let's
Are we
do it.
ready?
Move away from void spawns. Go ahead. Move out of
Taunted.
toxic clouds.
Oh, I got a bunch of little guys on me.
More DPS on worms.
Focus worms. Worms are priority. Not boss. Worms. Worms are coming in soon again. Man, Fingers is melting. Having so many people is crazy. Our worms. You're focusing
Yeah,
worms.
5
Move out of
stacks.
toxic Move out of the toxic.
Taunt whenever.
Yeah.
Taunt whenever you're ready.
I need 3 seconds.
Alright.
Get worms.
He's not really
Worms is
fucking hitting
target.
me anyway, so.
All right, he's almost dead. There we go.
Worms are still
Okay.
alive.
Icorn, I would like for you to go out of the raid instance. I need you to go pick up all the sacks.
I can do that, yeah.
That'd be great.
How many item slots is it?
Pants are so
It's gonna be a
good.
lot.
Okay. I need to kill some shards real quick then. Hang on.
It's however many I can fit in bags without having any bags.
All
I
right,
just
go
deleted
ahead.
all my soul shards, so that works.
Amazing. Go ahead. You can loot the boss. We are gonna hand out sacks in a moment. Crash is gonna log over to his alt. We have. Let me see how many people we have real quick. 20. 26, 29, 33. So we have 33. I'd like to get, hold on. Crash, I'd like to bring 660 of them. I want to give people 20 each. If we can make that work. And if ultimately when we're done with this, if we have stuff left over, then we'll trade it back. But if you could portion out.
Icorn, let me know when you're ready.
I'm already in. I'm in the corner.
660 is the goal.
You're outside, ready
I'm
to be
outside
traded.
right here where you logged out.
Okay, log in.
12, 16 slots.
And Icorn, when you get in here, I have marked people with different raid markers in each group. If you can trade each of those group leaders 20 times the number of people in their group, so like 100 sacks to group 1 and group 2 group leaders, and then those group leaders, you create, make those sacks that you get into groups of 20, and if you can then trade it out to your groups, that would be great. Let us know when you're back inside as well. So I'm going to explain this as we go. Crouch is going to be taking this. I want everybody, ultimately, when you get these sacks, to bind them to a keybind. He's going to put out a poison volley bolt every so often, like every 8 to 10 seconds. We need it cleansed and dispelled. There are 2 phases that are repeated as we go. Yes, Brock, go ahead and pop a Greater Nature Protection Potion. This is a perfect time for it. He has 2 phases. The first one is his current phase in which we need to apply frost damage attacks to him. It doesn't matter how much damage is done. You can still DPS the boss, which is great. So we want to kind of maximize our damage while applying as many frost attacks as possible. So melee DPS, you are applying frost oils to your weapons. Casters, if you're a warlock, I want you to be having a frost wand. Priests, use your frost damage attacks as well, your mind spike, whatever it is. Let's get a summon on Icorn, please. And so after a certain amount of time, he is then going to freeze. And then we need to apply a bunch of melee attacks. So everybody, healers, range DPS, melee DPS, will melee the boss. Once he then is shattered, he will spawn across the room into 2 big concentric circles. One big circle that comes into 2, where we need to go out to the ends of the room, DPS the globules that spawn, and they will come and converge in the middle of the room and reform Visitus. And so we really do the fight and win the fight by DPSing globules down. So as they come together in the circle in the middle, you're going to jump Sapper if you're an engineer, or apply your strong AoE damage and instant AoE attack. But you're going to be single targeting the mobs as they come down, and then towards the middle do a big AoE attack before he then respawns, and we rinse and repeat. The affix for this encounter is going to be a debuff that everybody turns green for a second and then 2 damage. You are going to receive it's kind of like pops you as a player, and if you're in 5 yards of somebody else, it does 1,000 nature damage to anybody within you. So melee, we have a lot of melee. You need to kind of spread around Visitus as best possible. Typically we're like everybody stacked together. Well, we want you to kind of be spread out as best possible around him. Range be spread out as well. And when you're then glowing in green and the effect is about to take place, you need to spread out so you don't damage other people. And that's the affix for this. Any questions?
Melee is using Frost Oil, correct?
Melee is using Frost Oil.
So we essentially DPS him down, then he blows up and goes into globules. We DPS those down, then he forms back to himself, and we just kill him again.
Yeah, rinse and repeat, different phases.
Yep, exactly.
Sappers and explosions before he converges.
Correct. All right, let's go ahead and let's trade out those sacks. Maybe, Icorn, you've already been doing that.
Yeah, I think I gave it all to marked people so far. I
Cool.
have 50 left over in my bags. So.
Great. If you are somebody who receives sacks, you need to make them into groups of 20 and hand them out to people in your party. So if you receive those, go ahead and hand them out to your party members. I want everybody to bind this item to your keybind somewhere.
I got 20 from you, Icorn, which is Faye, and I'm marked.
Yeah, I traded 20 to a few people, the priests mostly. If somebody opens trade with you and you already have them, just close the trade.
Yeah, get our group 6 from Icorn because I only got 20.
Okay, I'll have 10 then for you. If you're in my group.
Need some. The group leader already traded all of them away.
St. David, you trade 20s. Yes, you need to trade them to Zuri, Damian, Prunes, 20 each. And if you got 100, then you probably have some for somebody else if need be. I would get 20. Group 3 all has 30. Okay.
Yep.
If you do not have 20 sacks, type 1 in rechat right now.
Yeah, no one in group 7 does. So.
Okay. I want St. David. I want you to trade 20 to Nightmare. Let's see. Stroke, I want you to give 10 to Dwarf. Brock, give 10 to Claimer. Lolo, give 10 to Dwarf. If you have more than 20, I want you to type 2 in rechat. If you have more than 20, type 2. Okay. I need St. David, give 10 to Destrodad. Icorn, give 20 to Enyi. We will clean this up for next time. It'll be a lot easier with 4 groups of 5 people. Yeah. If you need sacks, open trade with St. David and whisper how many you need. Okay. If not everybody has a full 20, we're pretty close, which should be sufficient for this.
Rodney, what do you need, man?
He is 0. Go ahead and give him 20 if you have.
You got 20.
I was gonna say, Rodney, I'm just abolishing poison myself if you want to do that instead.
All right. As a reminder, I want everybody to bind to your keybind, something you can hit, these immature venom sacks.
What, you popping buffs now?
This is Rodney. If we don't have enough, I can definitely abolish poison on myself.
Cool. That's great. That works, Rodney.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
So if somebody needs some, just open trade with Rodney. I'll give you these.
Just be sure to hit the obelisk around the corner. It's on the inside of the room.
Great call. Thank you. Kraj, for taking this too, he does put like green poison cloud on the ground. You'll have to move him out periodically as well.
I took the mark. It made an X, but I'm ready. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm Gucci.
All right, Enyi, are you good?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Enyi's going to go Frost for us, which will be great. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and we're going to do a 10-second pull timer. I'm going to hit the obelisk. All right, Crouch is
Did we
going to
hit
go
the
in.
obelisk already? We good?
We did. We're good. All right, Crouch is going in. Remember, frost damage attacks. That's main priority. Let's spread out, get a nice good spread, and get ready to hit your sacks. Sack, sack, sack. It can resist as well, so just be aware of that. If you still have it, all right, go, everybody melee him. Holy crap, that was so fast. I'm shocked. All right, go out and DPS the globules. Globules are up, go ahead and DPS them. As they converge, that was the nature damage attack. Go ahead and AoE. Get ready to sack.
Jesus Christ.
Sack,
You got
everybody
clowned
sack.
on.
Everybody sack. Holy crap, I'm shocked.
Poison cloud.
Get out of the clouds. Just so much easier. Sack, sack, sack.
No idea what's happening.
Sack, sack, sack. All right, we need to get threat back on the tank. Sonic Raj, it's going to explode. Sack, sack, sack. Can we get a rallying? Everybody get ready, sack. Sack, sack, sack. Sack. Let's get, Boom Boom, can you get up? Oh goodness, I want to get some people up here because we need a freeze. Hold on. Sack, sack, sack. Let's get established up. Don't kill each other, spread out.
Established, okay. Keep the mage alive.
Yes, keep the mage alive. That's the biggest priority. Sack, sack, sack.
Shadow Priest, man.
Shadow Priest and sacks. Get ready in 2 seconds. Hit your sacks. When he does freeze, I need everybody to melee him. Still a little bit of ways. Move apart from each other, move apart. Get ready, sack. Go ahead and sack. Decurses. Melee, everybody's meleeing the boss.
Melee, melee, melee.
Everybody's meleeing. Everybody's meleeing. Everybody. Everybody. Everybody.
Casters,
If you're a
melee.
caster, get into melee. What are you doing?
I'm
Get
whacking,
in.
I'm whacking, I'm whacking.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's go ahead and get reses. So this is a little bit trickier with so many people. So the affix that happens here, we blow up and do damage to each other. And so there's not only, curse damage going out, poison damage going out, but then I think we were pretty closely stacked together. And so I think we also did kind of friendly fire that was not helpful for
I
melee.
definitely think it's harder since we have so many more people. Yeah, for sure.
All right, I would like
A couple
everybody.
mechanics in here will be harder.
Yes, I would like everybody. I need somebody who does not have buffs to raise their hand to suicide with sacks and trade it back to our sackle.
I'll do it.
Okay, thank you, Jog. I want everybody to go trade any remaining sacks to the person in your group that is marked. So find the person that's marked, trade them your remaining sacks. And those people, once you've gotten traded from all your members, I want you to trade with Jog Ponson. He is marked with an X, the sacks.
As in, don't give me 16. That's
Do
gonna
not
take
give.
way longer.
Yes, I want you to trade it to your group leader. So the group leaders are Stroke Knight, they are Lalo, they are Jog Ponson. I guess you're marked as one of the leaders, so in your group that's applicable. It's Valletta,
Oh, yeah,
it's
true.
Hydrolita, it's Faye Gussie, it's Nightmare, and then it's Saint David. So trade with your appropriate person, and then those people trade with Jog. We'll take a second to reset before we start pulling again, because we need Jog to kill himself.
So these chests aren't like the ones in AQ 20, because in AQ 20, when a chest spawns, you open it, and it doesn't affect the other chests.
It does not, no. If you open it, it's like a checkpoint. You just get the loot, and you
But
have to
we're
be
just
careful.
opening them all at the end, just because.
Yeah, maximizing.
Okay, I got you. Because in AQ 20, you can open the chest once it spawns, and it doesn't affect the next chest. Just so. When the chest spawns, it's the same.
I think this one is way buggier than the 10 main version.
Where did
Yeah,
John go? I didn't give him my
everything about it.
stacks.
How many do you have left?
You didn't give them to me.
I have
It's okay.
100 and.
Yeah.
Well, I have 56.
Okay, it's at this point not a big deal. We can get more later. I'm not too worried about it, but hopefully Jog can take what he has and trade it to Kraj on his alt. So Kraj, if you get your alt ready, that's great.
I can log in whenever.
Where is the alt?
At the entrance.
Outside AQ.
I'm gonna just kill myself too because I also don't have both.
Yeah,
Okay.
just look to your right, and he's
That's
right
great.
there in the corner.
Thank you.
You can run into these ads in front of us, whoever that is that has them. Be curious. Stroke Nate's gonna have to. Never mind.
Daybreak Sax is a very feminine name.
Yeah, I don't think a guy's ever asked me to push my sack before.
What do you want me to do, Prince?
You're good. You were good. You went into combat for something real quick. So. All right, we're gonna wait for Jog.
My poison pool.
Back Jog or what?
You know what? We're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Kraj, you can just work on the sacks with
Summon them. Yeah.
Faye and Jog. Alvi and Lalo, Skull and X. Face these away, turn them around when we go in. Paladins, instant poison cleanse, please. So Paladins, poison cleanse, right away. Right away. Turn them around so other people don't get poisoned. Move apart, move apart.
Gonna burst again. Ugh.
Yeah. So it seems like these affixes really pop at the same time.
Yeah, they're like, here, have everything at once. Go.
It's gonna pop again. Be careful.
There's the
All right, moving
curses.
forward. You can mount up. Tanks face them away from the raid group. Pallies get ready to cleanse. The poison that goes out's pretty nasty. All right, mount up.
Those guys give a ton of rep.
We'll get Jog and Faye in a second after the next pull.
Wait, you're getting rep from these?
What are you talking about? You're already neutral. You get nothing.
Correct.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
friendly.
I was freaking out, man.
Yeah, it's because I'm friendly.
Yes.
We're gonna wait for them to come back. Give them a second.
We're in then.
Full room is
We're gonna do one more pull. All right, let's go ahead and pull this. Thank you, Brock. Point him away. Poison cleanses. Turn him around. Turn skull around. Thank you. Move apart from each other in melee. Run away, run away. Ouch. That one really is crappy. Decurse, decurse. We don't have many decursors. Boomy's
I'm
one
trying.
mage, and I know, me too.
Bro,
Me too.
Jog's gonna
just
quit when
rebuffed.
he realizes how much decursing he's gonna do. I swear he will.
We are gonna summon Faye and Jog.
For what it's worth, when I was
Yes.
doing the smaller AQ on my Resto Druid, I found it easier to just straight up heal through the dot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now,
That's
granted,
nice.
there were only 10 people in that raid, so
It is more beneficial to heal through the decurse. It's not unless the person's at 20% health or low, then you have decurse them. But the curse actually does not hit that high.
Okay.
Hit that
That's good.
hard.
To just heal through it.
Yes.
yeah, it's just such a throughput loss to spam decursing people, in my opinion.
Yeah, prio healing over decursing on the
It's great.
Aztecs curse, that is.
Cool. All right, let's get Jog here, and then this is pretty tricky, Brock. We just want to get one group at a time, and they kind of path in crazy ways. We're going to get the white bug first. Lasher needs to go to the left-hand side. We need instant decurses. Poison cleanses. Pull the Lasher to the left. I want the bugs to the right. Lasher to the left, bugs to the right. The Lasher will take and hit you into the next room, and we'll pull more. So pull the bugs to the right. Lasher to the left. We need instant poison cleanses when they go out. Move apart from each other. Man, it's so messy in this hallway. Goodness.
Can I also get spot buffs?
I think it's more messy when you have more than 20.
Yeah, it really is for the trash.
You can prefab this if you're concerned about like dying and losing your world buffs, and you won't get like instant charge.
Everybody
stuff.
stay back. Everybody stay back. I want everybody back. Brock, you can be forward. You can pull this, Brock. Want Lasher to the left, bugs to the right. Bugs to the right. Move the bugs to the right. Perfect.
Oh, these guys can be CC'd.
Lasher, taunt back. Brock, you can pull the next. Let's see if we can get what comes next. Everybody stay back. Brock's going to pull. Get healthy. Stay back. We have other things that will come up, so just wait for it to get here. All right, Brock, you can move forward. We're going to get this one that comes. Move apart from each other, guys. Be careful.
NBC.
That was so dirty.
Do you just have a big leg spike?
Holy
Yeah.
shit, that was disgusting.
Pull it back into the room. I don't want to get more mobs. There's another one that's coming up, so pull back in. Poison cleanses. All right, we got another one
We got
coming
too many
in.
people.
Get the white stinger.
Oh,
Spread apart.
fuck.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? I gotta figure out a new way to get more space here with so many people. Holy crap!
Well, we can move into the room now.
Yeah, now we can. Right. Fortunately, we have 309 player lives remaining. So.
Yo, why is it so large?
Why'd it go up?
Thank you.
Stuff like
With
that.
every
It goes up every
boss
time
kill.
you kill a boss.
Yeah.
It was built for 40.
But do they really expect that many people to die?
Have you
Oh, the
played
number?
in the bug
No.
before?
Well,
if you
It
wipe,
stacks with every successful hard mode, doesn't it?
All right, we got one
I
more
mean,
pack. We're gonna go into the room here. Put the
if you
lasher
came in with 40
against the right
and then you
wall.
wiped,
Lasher against the right wall. Everything else can be left. So I'm mixing it up here. Kind of
You
confusing
have
people.
room.
We have room. Please spread. I'll lay low.
I got you, Albie. Don't worry. Red on top.
I'm gonna need some mana after this.
I think we're done. So we'll be moving up and manaing up.
All right, I got an innervate. Thanks.
Was that the last pack?
I think so. You can mount up.
Nature
Isn't
pot.
there one in Hoo-Hoo's room?
There might be. It does come out, so we might have already gotten it. So it just depends.
For any melee that forgot, you might want to clean your
we're good.
frost oil off your weapon.
do you
Prunes,
do that?
are we redoing the free world buffs here since we all lost them?
Oh,
We can. I mean, yeah, we had a lot of people lose it. Let's go ahead and let's do it one more world buff. Let's get everybody up
Did
first.
I take the frost oil
JPD's
off?
offline.
Oh, fucking, it's stuck. I can't right click it.
You have to have one of those cleansing
What?
cloths from
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
incursion
hold on.
zone.
Yep, from
any,
the-
Oh.
If any melee need a weapon cleaning cloth, you can trade Elverin.
Okay,
How
so
much is it?
let's.
You could just
like
put
the
your
next
new
to the
thing
one.
over it. I mean.
Do we have
No,
a?
they need to
Thing
take
with
it
Wind
off
Fury.
for Wild Strike.
All right, hold on. Clear
Oh,
comms
I
real
see.
quick. Real quick. Hold on. Is JPD in here?
No, that's not what I want to give you.
Hold on. Before we pop buffs, I want to see if he's coming back.
I don't see him in disc.
Yeah, I wonder if he
Energy pity.
something happened here. All right, let me explain who are on here before we pop buffs. So if you're familiar with it from last time, at 30% he enrages and does a poison bolt damage. Hits really hard to like the 15 people closest to him. I don't know what it is
They're
here.
like nothing. Take it.
It's what?
I'm just telling Stroke not to give me 10 gold for this one cloth.
Gotcha.
They're super cheap. Whatever.
Yep. Okay, so cool. So what we're going to do is melee, you're going to stack basically on the butt here. And St. David and Zuri, I need you to run barrier. So Zuri, I want you to barrier at 30%. And then St. David, once his barrier runs out, I want you to barrier on the group, the melee group. He does a poison that sleeps targets. If it is before 30%, we just want to cleanse the main tank that gets hit with it. it does a bunch of damage after you cleanse the poison, so heal's just got to top him up right away. If it's on the melee and it's not enraged yet, we'll just let the sleep run its duration. I just don't want people to take a ton of damage and die. I don't care if you pop a GNPP before the fight. Melee, I want you to pop it during the 30% enrage, because if you pre-pop a GNPP, it's probably going to get eaten by the sleep that comes out. So I'm not too concerned about pre-pop. I want you to pop it at 30% though. St. David, yes. PS would be great. So Zuri, so what you'll do is at 30%, you will pain sup the tank, Zuri will barrier, and then you all will swap when those durations run out.
Okay, and Alvy's a tank, just to be clear.
Correct.
Yes. And I'll probably save evasion for 30%. Let me redo all my buffs. It's just got like.
Let me just change a macro. Give me like 5 seconds.
Should I drop buffs?
Yes, we can go ahead and
Make
drop
sure your
a buff.
buffs are booned.
Yeah, make sure you bin buffs before I drop them. I mean, I doubt anyone has someone bin.
Is J-Pity not coming back?
We haven't heard from him, so I'm not gonna wait. Yeah.
Could you also
Right.
remove Daybreak's sacks from the raid?
We can. Oh, did 2 of them get popped? Never mind. We're good. All of them are getting re-popped.
No, they shouldn't have.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, my FPS, right.
Will all melee have their weapons cleaned?
Okay.
Yep.
Alvi, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just want to double check that all the melee have their weapons cleaned, because I don't know how many people actually brought them. I only traded like 3 people.
Cool. Everybody go ahead and mount up. We're at 15-second pull timer. We are going behind the tank. I have Alvi as the tank for who run, so Alvi, you can go in first. Everybody's going behind. Range and heals spread out. Melee will stack. Alvi's going in. Let him get threat. Don't do anything to rip threat off the beginning. Range and heals, you're spreading. Melee on the butt of the boss.
He has a tight hitbox team.
Yep, you got to touch.
Just heal through it.
I cannot wait to get this fucking parry gear. I got parried 4 times in a row.
Can I get a call when we're at like 35%?
Yep.
Sure. Thank you.
50.
Be saving cooldowns for that, by the way.
Yes, please. So Zuri, get ready for your barrier when we get there.
37, 36, 35.
You can go ahead and do barrier, Zuri.
Yes, one.
I'm evading.
Okay. Say when it's ended.
So you've been doing it?
Well, I evaded, so he's probably not going to touch me.
St. David, you'll barrier next. Go
5
ahead and
seconds.
barrier.
3, 2, 1.
You got it?
Wow, that was so easy.
Good timing.
We
Love
did
to see
it.
All right, loot the boss.
High five.
We hard mode, boys.
All right, Brock Force, get your pet out. You're going to be doing lots of pet pulls here. Your pet's going to die a lot.
Lagging.
I apologize.
Zuri's lagging out.
No worries, Zuri.
Has anybody else lagging their ass off in here?
It's so
Yeah,
bad
I've
for me
disconnected
today.
twice.
I
That
wasn't
one
gonna
big
get
one.
My
think it's
add-ons
probably
are
add-on.
bugging out. Yeah, it just wants me to disable it all of a sudden.
All right.
I could not cast that barrier. It was like frozen.
Oof. All right, real quick, let me explain this.
Times.
Let me explain this. So these pulls can be pretty deadly. You only want to get 1 mob at a time. If we get 2, it's usually it's a wipe. They have 4 abilities, 2 to choose from. So either it will be a Shadow Storm where everybody needs to stack, or it'll be a Thunderclap where we need 2 groups. The 2 groups will be then a melee stack and a range stack that's out of the Thunderclap. Ads will spawn periodically, and so lay low if you could pick up the ads, that would be great. And the other 2 abilities are either a like a poison that if you get targeted with it, then you need to move out of the group because it does pulsing poison damage to people around you. So for Shadow Storm, it's kind of interesting because everybody's stacked, but you got to get out. So there's kind of a sweet spot where you can get out of the group, but not in range of the Shadow Storm. And then the other one is a Meteor effect, in which everybody needs to stack to absorb the call. So I'm going to mark Prunes is going to be the range stack, and then we need to detect magic on the boss. Brock, you can go ahead and pet pull this one. I want melee to move forward a little bit. Move over towards Alvi on star. Okay, pet pull coming in. All right, we'll see. 2 stacks. It's Thunderclap. And it's a soak mechanic. So range, you should be stacked up together on circle. Let's move back a little bit, circle. Wow, that died so quick. Gosh. All right, Brock, get your pet. You're going to pull another one.
So many people.
All right, we're going to move forward, get Enchantino up. We're moving forward. Brock is getting his pet out.
I'll get enchant. Oh, never mind. You guys go.
So these ones are going to be a little bit tricky to pull, Brock, but you're going to send your pet forward and hopefully get one. It's going to come all the way back to us. So there could be in the left, it could be in the middle, it could be in the right. Just make sure you're only in range of 1. Very important. All right, it's coming back. Sorry, Booster. This looks like, is that Shadowstorm or Thunderclap? Shadowstorm, I want everybody stacked in on the melee. Valletta out of the group. You have the Plague. Plague on deep inside, out of the group deep. Figasi out. Keep healing the Plagued. Brock, you can go get your pet ready. Gosh, they melt. This is insane.
You can mount pull them.
Tuned for 20, right?
Yeah, we have twice as many people.
Yep.
Brock, you can go ahead.
Nah, we're just gamers.
Yeah, that's it. Never mind.
For sure.
I guess they're melting pretty quickly, so I guess we can move forward a little bit. I just don't want to get 2 at the same time. So, all right, everybody's pulling back, going over to the right-hand side.
Meteor.
What?
Nice Meteor. Just everybody in.
Sleepy.
Everybody in.
You took that by yourself, but I'm
I
sorry.
didn't even do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
you're
meteor
Meteor.
killed you.
Still on my mount.
Everybody in. Everybody's in. Everybody's in. We got an add to the.
Run away.
We had a couple. Run away, run away. It's exploding. Ooh,
We have so
let's
many
just
people,
DPS it
just
down.
kill
Let's
it.
just kill
Yeah.
it. Yep. Got another one on the right. I want everybody to get ready for the one on the right. We'll get reses up in a minute. Let's see.
Fire Arcane Reflect.
I said 2. I think there's 2 groups, right? There's 2 groups. All right. Try to get reses, and then we're gonna get. I think there's 2 more. 1 more.
Man, what a fucking scam, dude.
We're gonna go down the middle. Go down the middle one. All right, get these guys that we just got healthy. No need to get full buffs on them. Just make sure that they're healthy. Let's see what it is. I think it's Thunderclap.
Arcane
Any
Fire
out?
Reflect again.
Plague on Chuby. That looks like a pet. All right, everybody's moving forward into the next room. Okay, if you are a Warlock and you are ready to tank, please type in your unbuffed, well, yeah, whatever you put on your Shadow Res gear. I want the 2 locks that have 215 plus. I need to call you out in a good way.
Call you out of being awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. All right. So we're going to have Alvi on the left side. We're having Kraj on the right side. Lalo, you're picking up the bugs that spawn in the middle. This is really important for this encounter, guys, is that no hunter traps, multi-shot, cleave. We do not want you to aggro a ton of bugs and cause them to go to healers. That really sucks. And on a 20-man raid in particular, that can cause things to really escalate out of snowball out of control here. So make sure your AoE abilities are kind of off your bar.
Hey,
yep.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt. Just something real cool for everyone. If you look where I'm pinging, the shadowy specter is watching us on the top wall.
Oh, really? That's
cool. Here?
You know
You
what
said
that is,
no
right?
AoE for melee?
What's this new affix?
Lady.
Let me explain. All right, I'm going to talk through this stuff here real quick. So how this works too is the Twin Imps, we're going to be taking them on the lanterns by the left and the right hand walls. We'll get buffs out in just a second. So if you watch the circle on the left hand side, there's a lantern over here. I want this ad to be tanked on this lantern. and then on the opposite side there's a lantern. That's where I want the other one tanked. Every 20 seconds, 25 seconds, I don't exactly remember the exact time, they are going to teleport swap. And so the left-hand side mob is the caster mob currently, and after that 25 seconds, 20 seconds, it's going to swap and become the DPS caster. It is after the teleport happens, the other big thing that can quote-unquote wipe us is the aggro based upon proximity or rolling dots. Now, I'm not too concerned based upon Warlock tanks with spam Searing Pain. I think we could probably get threat hopefully pretty easily on the dots, but there's proximity where if you have like a hunter pet that's still on the mob right as it teleports, it might register as the pet is the closest target, and it'll start to run after the pet across the room as it goes back to its original target it was targeting. So with 5 seconds remaining prior to teleport, we're going to say melee get out. You're going to start to run across the other side of the room and go get ready for the teleport to happen. Hunters, make sure you pull your pets as well. And we want to make sure that the closest person to the mobs when they swap are going to be the existing tanks. So Alvarain and Kraj, you might take like a Shadow Bolt as they initially teleport, not a big deal. But then these Warlock tanks will, get the threat off you. Over on the caster side, it will cast a Blizzard periodically, so healers in range, be careful. It will also I think it takes a bug in the area and it will enlarge it to explode with fire damage. And so you need to move away from the exploding bug. On the right-hand side, or where the physical DPS guy is, he will, I think, enlarge a bug where it will then DPS pretty hard. Laylo, we want you to be picking up those enlarged bug adds and anything else that spawns on healers. And then we might call for DPS, hey, we're getting a lot of extra bugs that are aggroed. We need you, DPS, to clean up the bugs in the middle and be good to go. That's kind of main stuff. I would like for tanking here, I want Whitelock to be on the left-hand side, and I want Destrodad on the right-hand side. So I'm going to mark you all as tanks.
Real quick, do you want a paladin in their group so they have extra shadow resist from them?
I think it's the same from priest.
It's Shadow, yeah, Shadowprime and the Shadow don't
Oh,
stack.
okay. I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
Yep, all good. No, all good. So in what is it? Whitelock and Destrodad, go in your meta forms. Get ready for spam Searing Pain. Take off your Blessing of Salvation as well. And yeah, that's the deal. The affix. Last thing, I'm sorry. I say that's the deal, and there's still one more thing. So the affix for this is that eye tentacles will spawn, and so Laylo, we want you being able to pick those up. DPS, you will need to swap to the eye tentacles where applicable. I think they do a mind flay, which is pretty nasty. So DPS those as they spawn. Questions?
Just to clarify, so I basically spend the entire fight sitting by that left lamp and just attack the melee boss when he ports over to me, but I don't touch the range boss?
Right. And when the range boss comes in, you'll kind of move out of melee range because he'll do kind of like a arcane explosion, which you don't want as well. So correct. That is basically all you do.
So what is which boss am I attacking?
You are attacking to get started. You're going to talk with the big sword. We're going to call for with 5 seconds before the teleport. We're going to say melee swap. You're going to run to the other side of the room. He's going to teleport, and you're going to keep whacking the sword guy. The sword guy can only accept physical damage. The caster can only accept magic damage and is immune to physical.
So the melee start on the right side, and then we move over to the left because that's where he ports.
Yep.
Yep, you got it. All right.
All right. No, they're not immune anymore. You can do damage to the other ones, but it's reduced.
Interesting. Cool. All right. Other things to be aware of, heals, you can see the signs. So, if you're on the right side tank healer, go over the right. Middle, you can kind of flex. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, so Kraj and I are both basically spending half this fight AFK.
Kinda, yeah. I think when in the 20-man version, we'll have you kind of go to the middle when it's time for the caster to show up, so you pick up the middle spawned ads. But with 3 tanks today, it's a little bit easier. So.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Last call. I'm going to do one more ready check. I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, okay, all right, great. I want all the casters go to the left-hand side, all the physical to the right-hand side, healers go with your proper targets. Laylo will be kind of in the middle picking up ads.
Where do you want me to stand a tank? Up on the staircase or?
Yeah, so Desert kind of where Stroke is, kind of where I am right now. You could be right here.
You might want to have the Thunder Fury tanks change weapons.
That is a great
They're gonna
call.
aggro bugs.
That is a great call. If you have a different weapon, tanks with Thunder Fury, that would be great to swap it off.
Can we just clear out the bugs? Or is that
you don't
No,
want
they keep respawning throughout the encounter, and they go for
Correct.
healers.
Oh, but this one isn't even orange.
But the tanks having already.
That's right, Robot Man. Whatever you said.
All right. I think
That's a great call.
Let's move forward. I want Whitelock moving forward. You're going to be initiating the poll. Alvi, I want you. You're just hanging out.
I'm just. I just got to change my poison to run real quick since
Okay, go ahead
no
and change your
Thunder Fury.
poisons. Everybody should still have buffs, unless you. I guess
No,
unless you
I died.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and
unboon then.
So, question, Alvi, you're not on the melee one?
I'm on the left.
He's on the left side, so it's going to be Kraj on the right side at the start, and then it's going to be Alvi on the left side when you move. But he's already there to tank it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm basically just going to keep putting poison knife on this guy to help the range do damage.
I think we want to have a hunter pull the one on the right, otherwise it's going to run to our group.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a pull timer. Whitelock at the end of the pull timer is going to Searing Pain his. And then, Brock, if you want to go ahead and shoot X to Kraj, that's great. Kraj, you should be moving very high up, though. So, you should be close to the stairs when he pulls. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to bring him down below the stairs, right?
Whitelock? Yeah, ideally Searing Pain 8 times, and then you run him over here to where he ends up at circle.
All right, got it.
All right.
And if I pull these bugs anyways, I'm just going to put Thunder Fury back on.
Okay. I want you moving forward. Brock and Kraj move forward. Brock
Kraj
and Kraj
is like,
move
I
forward.
want rage.
Brock and Kraj move forward. Brock and Kraj move forward. All right, Whitelock's going to start Searing Pain spamming. And go. Pull. Keep Kraj up.
Yeah, just keep backing up. Pull him off there.
All right, he's going to pull him back. Range, get out of melee. We don't want to get you Arcane Explosioned, so just move away from the melee range. We need, I don't see teleport. Okay. Teleport in 5 seconds, melee move. I want Alvi to be close to the boss. Alvi should be the closest one to the boss. Pets should be out.
Get these scorpions off of me, please. Climber, left side.
Upside temples too.
Anybody?
Still on Whitelock. It's not Alvi.
The caster ran away.
Okay, so Dad, you're Searing Pain spamming him.
Yep.
Okay, so we got to work on dots. We need to clear dots before they swap. We got to teleport in about 10 seconds. You're pulling him back, Dad, as best you can. Melee out. You're swapping melee.
Teleport.
Okay,
Melee control your scares on me, please.
Shitloads of eyes. There's shitloads of eyes.
We got lots of eyes. All DPS are going on the eyes.
Oh, you got
all
the
DPS
tentacle?
on the eyes. All DPS on the eyes. Melee out.
Enraged bug too.
Melee out.
I'm tanking the bug.
They're swapping?
Yep,
I'm
they're
down.
swapping. They might heal up. It's not established. All right, get out of melee range. We should be able to finish it here. Just going to pull it back.
I'm evading.
I'd like to finish it here because we don't have a tank on the other side. I want everybody to stay into DPS. Stay in DPS.
I'm dead.
Oh boy.
Is that Dayman?
Heal Damien.
100k.
Finish it off. Just finish off. DPS. Keep going.
There we go.
Nice. Good shit.
Okay. So that was pretty messy. But once again, we just kind of zerg through it because we're crazy strong.
For the best.
Yep. Well,
That'll
we're going to look at
definitely
logs to
be
see. a lot harder.
Definitely be harder with 20. Yeah.
Yeah. We were pretty overwhelmed by a bunch of ads that came in. So we'll have to be quicker, I guess, DPS to swap to the ads. Otherwise, it will kind of cascade in a normal 20-man. All right, let's get, you can go ahead and loot both bosses to get your insignias. For the trash here, there are a couple different mobs that we can get. The first one are Mind Slayers. We want to DPS them down last, all at the same time. At the end of them dying, they do an ability that puts everybody into a fear temporarily. You can't really get out of it. The Mind Slayers, we have then, what are they, Slayers or Lashers? Karaji Slayers, excuse me, they're the other ones. They're like the Whirlwind mobs from Sartura. So we're going to DPS those down first. And then the Champion, we will DPS that down before the Mind Slayers. We're going to fight in this hallway here. Let's get rebuffs.
For some reason, I thought Aura was behind us somewhere.
I think they made this trash better, or maybe we're just, once again, super powerful. Brock will be pulling and pulling back in here, so tanks can be up, but everybody's back into the room. Brock, you
Even
can come
20 man,
forward.
This trash is a joke now.
That's wonderful.
You take.
I
Stay
still
back,
would
stay
pull
back,
though.
stay back.
This is the crossroads.
It's a joke, but maybe not when there's 20 of them. Maybe then it's not a joke.
Everybody's in the room, not in the hallway.
Take blocks out of the tank frame.
It's
Yeah,
the hidden
we'll get
hard
there.
mode. Pull all the trash.
All right.
We have to kill it all eventually.
All right, Brock, you can go ahead and pull. All right, we're going back to the other room. Other room.
I DC'd.
Okay. Lalo and Dalby, you're going to have to pick up a few more.
Okay.
So Skull X square and then the Mind Slayer's moon. So we're pulling him into the other room. Pull him back. Pull him back. Pull him back. Where we fought the other guys.
I am MC'd.
They do that. All right, Karaji Champion needs to be taunted. Perfect. Back on Alvi. Yeah, this is way easier. Holy smokes. All right, Brock, move forward and we'll start pulling the next one. Wait for it though. Let's only get one pack. We might need to get them separated first. If you can get just one. Got another coming in. Let's move forward, guys. This is much easier than before. Holy crap.
Where's the rest of them?
They made it easier. Look at this. All right.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get him. Got him.
We got more coming in. Let's finish the first big guy, and then we're going to move to the new ads that came in. So finish up square, and then we'll go over to the new ones.
Oops.
Don't kill Kraj.
But this is a PvP server.
PvP happened on a PvP server. Uh-oh.
So once again, we'll do all the ads before the Mind Slayers. Because
Why does mana burn fear me?
Takes your mana and your mind.
It's very scary.
I'm scared of losing that mana I don't have.
All right, mount up.
A golden scarab.
It overwhelms your mind because you have no mana.
Everybody's moving forward. Yeah, this is much easier. Oh, thank the Lord.
It does seem like the paladin
Go ahead and
gear
pull.
thing doesn't work with silence.
Gotcha. All right, we got 3 Slayers. Really, just be careful. All right, ads coming in.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm not a robot this time.
You're not a robot.
No. So
Allegedly.
it's the FOD pack.
Is that causing issues?
That's sad. maybe they'll fix it.
Move forward.
Like, I don't see any errors, but like as soon as we pulled that pack, I disconnected.
Alright, we're staying at the top here. We're gonna wait for the big boy to come. He's gonna pat around in range for you, Brock. We're gonna pull him down. I don't know what he does. Maybe he fares. I don't know.
Large
Brock,
AoE thunderclap.
Perfect. Brock, you can pull him. So range, go back. We're gonna have 2 stacks. Pull him down a little bit.
You can't. It's large range. It hits everyone.
It's everybody. Okay.
It's not huge damage though.
All right, Brock, afterwards we'll do the left-hand side. Let's mana burn, hug left as you pull this, Brock, too. And I want them pulled down into our hallway here. I don't want to get feared into the other mobs. So if you can mana burn, I want everybody mana burning X. We're going to pull it down. So everybody pull it down. Down a little bit more, a little bit more. All right. All right, you can pull the next, Brock. We are silenced for 4 more seconds. It's okay. We're okay.
We're all silent.
This makes AQ a lot nicer that this trash isn't so bad. Let's move forward. Brock, you can get this next pack if you can run and shoot it.
So yeah, I have like 0 lag once I disabled the SoD pack.
All right, we're pulling it back into our room. If you could pull the big boy out of the group, that's great. He periodically needs to be re-taunted because he drops threat. Beware of the meat grinder.
What they called me in college.
What they call me now?
All right, everybody can
A meat
mount
grinder?
up. Mount up.
Really, all I got is a tic tac.
We're gonna get the next pack here. I want everybody moving forward and running in quickly. Everybody move forward. We're running into this pack. Go for it. Finish off X. Tanks get ready to pick up the other pack.
Move, Dad, no mind.
Finish off the big boy. We'll go to the smaller guys.
Sorry. I was like, move? What do you mean move?
The pack behind you.
Yeah.
Try to do split DPS off of X. Don't kill your friends. Try to split DPS. So, okay, so what we're going to do for the future is this fleeing mana burn. We want all of the Mind Slayers to die at the same time. So it's only like 1 time we get feared versus 3 or 4, whatever maybe. So we got like back-to-back fears like that. But when your raid is just a meat grinder, you can just power through. All right, let's go pull this last pack here. This is the last trash pack. If you all looted a chest, make sure to mail those to the bank. Or you can trade jog ponts and the keys. Moving on up, we're all on Skull.
You know you can set Gargoyle to change Master Loot to common items for this raid. So the Master Loot can take all the keys.
That's good. All right, go ahead and mount up. We're going to go back to the other room. All right, for Oro, Lalo, I have you as the first tank here. If you all are familiar with this from Classic, he does a sand blast mechanic that wipes threat in a cone in front of him. So we are going to have tanks facing Oro away from the group. And we need tanks that are off tanks building up threats are your second and third. So when, let's say, Lalo gets Sandblast, then the next person on threat you get threat, then you move to the tank position and rinse and repeat. Then Lalo rebuilds threat, all that good stuff. There's a world in which a ranged DPS can be top threat, and you're moved off into kind of no man's land to the 10 o'clock in the room, if you're looking at it from where Circle is, and where he will target you for Sandblast, and you can outrange the Sandblast. Typically, mages can do this really well, but we're not going to do that for today. I want everybody to pop a greater nature protection potion. Go ahead and do that now. He does a sweep mechanic as well. So melee will get hit back based upon a sweep. Once he does get hit back, you need to make sure that the tank goes back first in melee range before other melee. Otherwise, he will target the person that's closest to him. So melee, you could easily get one shot if you go back in after a sweep before the tank is in. We're going to call out to the affix is like a big Cthulhu eye that spawns and does like a pulsing damage. You just basically don't want to be near the eye as it spawns. So if it spawns in our
With
raid
the eye,
group,
you can turn away to avoid the fear.
Ah, great. So you just make sure, kind of like a Yogg-Saron, is that right?
Yeah.
Great.
Just turn away.
Cool. Just turn away
You'll
so you
still
don't
take. I
look at
think
the
you
eye.
still take the damage, but you will ignore the fear. Fear ward doesn't stop the fear. You need to turn away.
Great. So if you're all familiar with Wrath, make sure you're not looking at the eye. Your character is physically turned away from him. Okay. Any questions?
Do you want us to unboon, like the people that died, or do you care?
Absolutely. Go for
or
it.
save it for Cthulhu, or?
I mean, you could probably save it for Cthulhu. That's probably fine if you died.
Guess I'll put recklessness on.
All right. Ready check. Layla, are you good? I see you logged off and back on. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I keep getting disconnected.
Okay. Will you be okay, do you think, to tank this first?
Yeah, I
Cool.
think so. If I get disconnected, I'll shout it out.
Yeah, well, great. Okay. We're going to wait 20 seconds.
I keep getting disconnected. Somebody else.
I'm pretty sure Krajrai will be second threat regardless, so we should be fine.
If Layla's DCing, let's go ahead and let's have Kraj go in first, and then Alvi, and then Layla. I mean, just build off tanks, right?
I died, so I'm probably going to lose to Alvi.
Alvi will go first. All right, it's going to be on the tanks to walk in, so don't be in front of the tanks. Okay. All right, see where Alvi's standing? That's perfect. I want range to kind of be stacked over on circle. Go back to where you were, guys. You're fine, because we might get like a debuff that pulse damage, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, let's see. Second on threat is Kraj, which is great. So Alvi might get blasted here. Turn away from the character, the eyeball. All right, it's on Kraj. Kraj move into the tank position.
Sand blasted. And
keep Kraj up. All right, we need off tanks to build on threat.
Yep.
All right, it looks like establishes next, followed by nope. So we need tanks to climb. It's on nope. Turn away.
Die again.
I got it.
It's
difficult to look away.
It's going to go on Alvi's next. Alvi should be next. Sandblast. After Alvi, looks like we're going to get nope again. Yeah, we need more. So we'll need to work on this kind of off-tank threat, specifically with range to soak the Sandblast. All right, we have some popcorn that's going on. Everybody can follow circle to the entrance and the popcorn will spawn. So everybody follow circle to the entrance. We'll come back and get reses in just a second.
That was a really fast kill.
All right, the ads are spawned. Tanks go in on the ads that are here.
Every time I see that intact peritoneum, I think I'm seeing intact perineum, which is a totally different thing.
Somebody's medically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it good if it's intact?
Well, do you want your taint intact or not?
Go ahead and wait. Go ahead and get reses and loot up.
Because that's what the perineum is. It's your taint.
Leap. Did we get sleepy?
Yep.
There it is. Cool.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Did I just
All right.
run in too quick after the knockback or something?
So
my
there was a
bad.
point in time in which after both Kraj and Alvi got sandblasted, that melee that were not tanks were next up in threat. So he was just going to target melee next regardless. So it shows me, because we're in a 20-man raid, we're going to run with 2 tanks, that we need a ranged DPS to build threat. So when he does the sandblast, it targets the ranged in a different area, and then the tanks can maintain their threat. So yeah.
We could probably set it up so that there's like one range person that isn't salved, maybe. I think we could probably still hold threat off them before we get reset.
Be a warlock, right?
Yep. All right, as we go
or
up
you
here,
just have, like, a
make
warlock
sure
tank,
you're
I
not
guess.
going up into the room. I want everybody to make sure we're not pulling Cthulhu. It's famous for people ninja pulling or by accidentally pulling, so don't, when you get to the top here,
All you have to
don't go
do
across.
is peek around the corner to pull him.
And you'll fucking wipe us all.
Wipe the raid instantly.
Yeah, not fun.
Don't
So-
peek.
Everyone got their petri ready?
All right, in the assignment sheet tab, yes. You see where star is? Do not go past star. Go open up the assignment sheet. I have a spot for everybody. There's an AQ tab, and then there's a Cthulhu tab. I have a spot where everybody is standing in this raid. There is the IB mechanic where Cthulhu will target somebody, and if it hits you, it will jump to the next person within like 10-yard range. So if we're stacked, it can chain and wipe everybody. It's the same mechanic that ultimately wipes everybody on the pole. So go ahead and open up the assignment sheet. I see that there are 21 people on it, 22. We have 11 more that need to open it up. You can see it in the raid channel as well for this raid where you're going to be standing. There's a nice diagram. We have melee stacked on different sides of Cthulhu because there will be times where you're I-beamed and it will hit just 2 people, and that is the deal. So hold on, let me toss out some marks really quick.
Ugh, it's disconnected a 4th time.
Man, everybody's getting whomped with these DCs, huh? If you melee, it's really important that you are stack tight with your proper partner on the assignment sheet. If you are not stacked tight and you're close to the other groups, you can easily chain to other melee, and it can snowball out of control here. So we have a bunch of our other affixes that are still applicable from before. The Cthulhu one is 10% more damage done, taken, and healing done, I think, based upon this little screenshot I have here. So other things to be aware of for Cthulhu, 2 phases. First phase is no tanks are needed, essentially, where you DPS the eye. He's going to do an I-beam mechanic where he's going to target somebody and pivot around the room. If the I-beam hits you, you die. So move, we're going to rotate around the room. He's also going to be spawning ads around his kind of smoke circle. We want DPS to down those quickly. They do a mind flay. He'll also spawn tentacles throughout the room, some of them that don't do much damage, but just put a couple dots on them, range DPS, and bring them down. After we DPS the eye down, we are going to go and begin phase 2. Everybody's going to collapse towards the entrance, not where we are currently, but on the entrance side of the room. And maybe every 15, 20 seconds, he'll spawn ads that mind flay around the smoke ring of the boss. We need melee to DPS those down. He will either then spawn a large tentacle that does a lot of damage. I think it can be stunned, maybe it can't, but we'll DPS that down. And then the other one that can be spawned is a big mind flay target. It does the same IB mechanic as Cthulhu, and it needs to be counterspelled, it needs to be stun locked. It's really important that if you have a stun, that you're getting on that mob in particular.
The giant tentacle the giant eye tentacle cannot be interrupted or stunned. Only the small ones can. You need to spread out for the giant eye tentacle. The giant claw, a tank picks it up and tanks it.
Ooh, really? It's no longer stunnable. Well, there you go.
No.
So spread out.
I thought it
DPS
used to
down.
be. It's not anymore.
Wow. Okay. So there you go. So you heard that. So if we get the big mind flay guy, we need to spread We're going to get him every 2 times, so it swaps. We need to tank
every,
on him.
Every minute. It spawns every minute.
There you go. Also in the second phase, if you're unfamiliar, he's going to suck people down to the bottom of the room, and you're going to be in an area with 2 tentacles that you see. We want to DPS both of those down. You get a stacking debuff in the room when you go down. If you're a healer, stay there for a while and heal the DPS. We need to get those down as much as we can. There's a platform to send you back up to the room where you no longer take the stacking damage. I would say after about like 5 stacks, you want to come back up melee DPS. If you have a healer, you can stay to like 8, but then you want to make sure you are alive to come back up. So you'll stand in the middle of the teleporter. It takes a couple seconds to activate and send you back up. Don't be on the outside of the ring of the teleporter. People can be shot up and then they hit the wall and they come back down. So be in the middle. And then we're going to, after DPSing both tentacles down, Cthulhu becomes vulnerable and we can actually DPS
Boom,
Cthulhu.
boom.
As we continue to DPS Cthulhu, tentacles continue to spawn. So it's different than in Classic originally where tentacles don't spawn anymore. They continue to spawn. And that's the name of the game. Any questions?
The biggest wipes I had in my 3 runs I did the last 3 days was when the giant eye spawned, people did not spread out, and then kaboom, chain laser onto 10, 15 people because people
That's
were not spreading.
That's a great call. So we make sure we maintain the spread. And what could be even helpful in that is, similar to our image that we have here, you can go and try to spread out around the room similar to that. Obviously, what I want to do is I want to be able to be towards the entrance so we know it's going to spawn near us, but just kind of have that as a gauge as to maybe where you want to move. Okay. Did I do a ready check?
How exactly do I read this mounted starters? Is it just 2 groups left and right? Because there's numbers
No,
associated.
ignore that at the bottom. I want everybody to be full mana and full health before we go. What's going to happen is I want our beefiest person, which I assume is going to be Kraj. We're going to get a shield on him. We are going to get, you need to pop a nature potion. Kraj, I want you to essentially run into the room and run towards where Dayman is on the sheet. It's really important. Everybody in this raid, all 32 people here, you cannot press any buttons as Kraj is moving. We don't want anybody getting on the threat table. There have been like some rumors of Blessing of Wisdom potentially, like mana ticks getting some people on the threat table, because then it allows for Cthulhu to target you as you go in. We're all close together, and it's going to be an instant wipe. So just move into the room. Don't press buttons, and we shouldn't have any hots on Kraj. We can just get a shield on him as he goes in. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 20-second pull timer. We're going to get a pre-shield on Kraj. Kraj, you're going to go in at like 5 seconds left, and then everybody else is going to run into the room, not pressing any buttons, at the 0 mark.
Can I run to where J-Man's name is?
Yes, and then you'll go back to your spot.
Gotcha.
Okay. Mount up if you're not mounted up.
Yep.
You don't have to pre-shield the entire raid.
No, do not pre-shield the entire
Rodney, you're
raid.
where I'm clicking.
All right. Nope, this is going to be bad. Stay away from Kraj. Stay away from Kraj. Don't do anything. Stay away from Kraj. All right, get to your spots.
Can we DPS?
Yep, go for it. Be spread.
Triangle?
Be spread as best you can. Unless you're melee stacking, of course.
Star and Diamond should not be on top of each other.
Deep's supposed to be Star. Where we're supposed to be.
All right, so I-beam, get ready. Everybody move from the dark layer. You're DPSing the tentacles on the ground. You're moving around 360 around the room.
Move.
Move around the room.
If you're closer in the center, you do have a lesser run.
He goes really slow though. Like,
We want you to be back at your original spots by the time dark layer is over. So start to make your way back to your original spots.
20%.
5 seconds left.
All right, get over to your original spots. Everybody should be going back to their original spots.
I-beam's in my spot.
Did he stutter?
I'm going to my death. Here we go,
All right.
boys.
Get the
Get in there.
ads.
Hold my
Get
beer.
the ads. Get the ads.
Dead?
Wow, it was close.
Okay.
All right,
Kill ads?
everybody get the ads, then collapse. I want Deep Inside, get established. I want Rodney, get Hydrolita up. All right. Giant Claw Tentacle, we need a tank on the Giant Claw.
Where is it? It's on the right side of the
Skull.
boss.
Flaylo's on it. Do we get established up? Thank you. Looks like we did. Okay, getting DPS the boss. Next, we're going to get the eye tentacle. So we're going to need to spread as we get the eye tentacle. If we could get a counter, well, maybe not a counter spell. It's up now, spread. Bringing it down. Getting the small tentacles. Low, if you can get Enchantino up, that would be great. All right, big tentacle.
I got it. 2 of them.
Giant eye tentacles, spread, over on the right-hand side. It's over on the right-hand side. Small tentacles. Tanks, if you go down at all, come right back up because we need you tanking. Cthulhu's weakened. Go ahead and DPS Cthulhu, toss dots, all that good stuff. Stuff will continue to spawn. Wanna Boom Boom, could you get Stroke Knight? Jog Ponson, can you get...
Giant Eye right.
Giant Eye right.
Sorry, who did you want me to get?
I didn't call out. I'm looking at all the dead people.
Oh, well. Oh,
Get
I got
Icorn up.
Not Tsunami.
He's still weakened. DPS Cthulhu, still weakened. All right, we're about to get into the tentacle. Get the small guys. Where's the big one? Does anybody see the big one? Maybe he's not spawned yet.
In the back. Giant eye in the back, yeah.
Giant eye in the back. Okay, so that's our wipe right there. So the giant eye was so real quick, the giant eye is going to spawn where people are standing. So that means if you are, DPSing the small guys and you're still hanging out DPSing Cthulhu, let's say, after you do the small tentacles, we need you to go back to the entrance because we need to bait the eye to come over to everybody else. I think everybody was running towards the tentacle, and that created the chain that went back to everybody else in the room. So it's really important that we do our best to spread here. I know it's hard, but do our best. We'll keep rolling with this. Let's get some practice in. So we got Giant Eye. We're doing the Giant Eye followed by the big boy.
So with our positions, do we stay there the entire fight? I know you said collapse.
No, so the
phase
idea, yeah. So phase 2, we want to be by the entrance. And then when it's time for the Giant Eye to spawn, just remember those other positions to cheat towards when it's time for the spread. So Cthulhu's weakened, it's going to be a wipe. Go ahead and you can release. We're going to run back. We can teleport over to, I think, the Twin Ents room. Oh, actually to the final chamber. So we should be good. Jog, if you want to go ahead and do, as we're running back, let's go ahead and do some loot.
Yeah.
So keep an eye open. This is great for warlocks in particular. It has shadow resistance here. So this is kind of a warlock item in particular.
Again, the rep stuff is only for tiers, so you can just roll 100.
And so do we wait until, and then after this boss, we have to go back through the whole instance and pick up all the chests?
Stuff with the Karaji Prophets.
Valletta, Hogman Hunt, you guys are going towards the wrong AQ?
You're going up to the right. And establish, to be honest, I'm actually unsure. So if it might be the case where we have to go back and grab those two. I just don't know.
I would think that it just moves it, to the end.
I would hope that it moves it.
Tanking neck.
Guardian. Tank neck.
For the giant claws, melee can attack them as long as it's on a tank, right?
Correct. Yep, that's right.
Okay. It's not like the other Yogg where you can't be near it.
Yeah, we're just beats the shit out of you. Yeah.
I think that priority for melee. Priority for you melee will be going to get the small adds, and then range will go over to the big guys. And then once the small adds are done, you can go big guy.
Where do I turn this quest in? The Secrets of the Korai.
You don't turn that in.
It says near the entrance. But...
I think it's outside of the
That's a
entrance.
mount.
Robes of the Triumvirate.
Oh, yeah, that's so. After we killed the first boss, we went in and to the right. You turned that quest in and to the left, I think.
Yes, everybody, when you come in, you go over to the left-hand side instead of the right, and then I think it should. Yeah, there are. You can teleport to the final chamber. Go ahead and teleport to the final chamber on Skull. So go over to Skull, teleport final chamber. You're going to be on the other side of that hallway we were in before the Cthulhu pull. Make sure you do not cheat and peek and see Cthulhu. That is what we want to avoid here.
Did we turn in our signets here?
To do that at the end.
I won't do that.
Yeah,
that's
just
extra
go
time
ahead
stuff.
and everybody port from Skull over to the final chamber.
Also, I think there's a argument to save them because at a certain point you don't get rep from trash.
You get rep at neutral.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Don't turn them in if you're not neutral. Yeah.
And don't peek the corner. Good. So Alvy's on X. That's the farthest you want to move is towards X.
If you want
just to
something,
clarify
open trade with me
my role.
because
So
it's going away in 15 minutes.
So for the most part, there was definitely some stuff that it's only if we won something. Okay. I mean, do we want to just roll the rest of the gear off now?
No, this is
flasks, the
ending
ticking.
soon. Yeah, we're just these for now.
Okay. So just to clarify my role, so outside of like when Cthulhu's invulnerable, I basically just run around or like patrol my area in case any big tentacle spawns.
Basically, yes. That is correct.
And so, why did that tentacle wipe us? Because we didn't kill it fast enough.
I think we got chained.
Because it changed that. Every jump that thing does, it increases the damage, like doubles. So and it'll chain until it runs out of targets in range.
So if that big chain that killed 7 of us, I was looking at the spreadsheet, and there was 3 people within that chain that were in the general vicinity of the right spot. So you don't, if you're gonna move around the room and like go to kill a mob, you have to be cognizant of the people around you and when the last I-beam went out. You can't just like make a beeline through the room and chain, 7 people.
All right.
Okay, but we want to get to the guy to kill it. So I mean, if we're next to it, it's going to chain us. So I mean, what?
No, if you're next to it, you should be okay. Like if you're next to it, it's gonna be fine. What we're gonna do this different in phase 2. So our phase 1 assignments, we are gonna maintain our phase 1 assignments in phase 2. That way, we're always gonna be spread. It's always gonna be just fine. We should have enough spread between DPS healers to kind of take down whatever comes our way. We just need to be particularly aware of tanks. So Kraj and Alvy, you're in your spots. I think that's appropriate. Kind of take over your quartile, if you will. Lalo, if you can kind of take over the quartile where established in Nope is, that would be better for phase 2. That way, we're always spread. We shouldn't get chains that are so detrimental. I want everybody pre-pop a greater nature as well. So pop your greater nature if you haven't.
Does anyone have any advice for like refining your bearings?
Doing this dry, no buffs?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's wait on that. We're gonna do buffs. I feel confident. So I thought phase 1 was just fine. So deep inside, don't peek. Do we have another set of buffs that we can pop?
Yeah, I got 2 more.
All right, Jog, let's go ahead and pop them.
Was there a problem with how I ran in?
No, you did great. That was perfect.
Okay.
I think that the issue is not having full mana, so if people are like casting shields and stuff, that's gonna be the wipe.
Go ahead and
make sure
get
you're
health,
full mana.
get mana.
Oglin's gonna fucking peek in with his jumping bullshit.
He's a gamer. He's not. Don't worry.
Will.
He's
Couldn't tell
probably
you how many times I've heard people say that.
And
Yep.
I want to clarify on the downstairs. So those two guys, the two tentacles, once they're dead, I can port back up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
No, you don't have to wait till they're dead. You can put out when you start getting stacks.
Yeah, I had like 7 poison stacks.
So
yes, you can.
Yeah, you want to do it at 5 unless
Yes,
you have a
if you have
healer and
like
you said 8.
right, if you have a healer, you can stay until 7, 8 stacks. But if it's getting squirrely, get on out. If you have 5 stacks, no healer down there, get out.
When you
tanks
join,
come
someone
out
gets
right
sent
away,
out,
right?
and you won't get sent in. So it's always.
And if they're poison stacks, just stone form because it's
All
the
right,
best.
mana up. Kraj has a shield. Kraj is going in on 5. Everybody else on 0. Do not press anything else other than walking in. Should be the only thing you're doing. So Kraj is going in. It's on Lolo. Oh boy, I looked at Lolo for a second. Freaked me out. All right, get in your positions. Go crazy. Dark Lair soon.
You killed yourself with Shadow Word Death.
All right, Dark Lair, move away, move away, move away. You're rotating around, killing the ads as we go. All right, once he goes down, it's going to be very quick here. I want people to get back to their original positions for phase 2. So he's almost down. Start to cheat over to your original positions for phase 2.
Get
All
rebuffs
right.
on Hydra.
Giant Claw over in the top left. Make sure a tank goes in before melee. Tank before melee.
Okay, positions are fucked right now. Please get back in your positions.
Yeah, we don't need everybody to run over. Get over your quadrants. It's fine. We got plenty of DPS all the way around. Go back to your original positions. Next is going to be the giant eye tentacles. We really need to be spawned for this. Okay, it's over kind of by melee. Be careful. You should be spread. Range, you're DPSing this. So I think Mojito's got chain there. Get the ads, small ads. Call out if you get the big boy.
I still have battle res, by the way.
I want to see how far we get here. We only have 1 battle res left. Top right. We're going to get the eye tentacle next.
Oh, watch it.
All right, giant eye.
Giant
spread,
eyes on top
spread,
of Boom Boom.
spread, spread, spread.
So that'd be the back.
Thank you for the nerve. No, I said thank you.
It's weakened. Damage Cthulhu. We're still going to get other things spawning. If you get sent down below, come right back up. We should be getting tentacles in 3 seconds. Giant eye tentacle should be spawning. If you see it, giant eye, spread, spread. Ranger DPSing this giant eye. We're going to get a big one next. Tiana, thanks for that call for the spread for phase 2. This is way better.
Yep. I learned on day 1.
Yeah, we got small eyes. Do we have a big one? Just small eyes. Giant eye tentacle. Make sure your spread is in the back. It's in the beginning.
Down.
Excuse me. You are spreading. Great work. Let's go ahead and jog. If you can get mojitos up, that's great. Get the small eyes.
Can you ping yourself, mojitos?
Yeah.
We got a
up in the air.
I got you.
Oh, nice. Giant eye.
Giant eye front right.
And giant claw.
We got a claw over in the top left. Get the giant eye first. That's biggest priority.
Okay, he's down.
Great. We got another eye coming up.
The little guys. Oh, here you go. No.
Fuck those things up downstairs, boys.
Giant eye coming up on the right hand side. Focus giant eyes. Yep. Make sure you're spreading. Get a heal on deep inside. All right. Small eyes, then Cthulhu. Small eyes, then Cthulhu. We got eye tentacle coming up soon. See if we can finish it. We got one more, it looks like.
People didn't stay spread.
Good. Let's go ahead and stay spread here. That's fine. One more round. Just need to make one more round, we win. If you get sent down, DPS the tentacles.
I'm not noticing any hard mode mechanics going off here.
Do we hit the obelisk?
Did we hit the obelisk?
Yeah, I did. We did the first time.
We got giant eye in the beginning, towards the entrance. Stay spread.
You don't have to hit it every time you attempt them, right?
No, we've got the debuffs. We've got the debuffs. Just I'm not noticing it much.
Giant claw in the melee. Giant eye, where's the giant eye? Make sure you're spread. It's in the front right. Stay spread. All right, finish it off.
Cthulhu's weekend.
All right, good work, everybody.
We did it. Right.
If you died underneath in the room below, you're gonna need to run back.
You'd say it died right away.
All right, we're gonna do a little picture because why not?
So it looks like no, all 3 chests did not come up here.
So we'll have to go back probably.
Yeah, so we know from now on we need to loot the chest.
No.
No, if you do it as you go, you cancel the hard mode. Like you can't do that.
Means afterwards we have to go.
We have to go back.
You can loot your insignia too if you didn't. We got some good loot. Nice. Cool. I want everybody over by circle, by the rainbow. We're gonna do a little picture. I know it's not 20 man, but it's fun. So
wait for me.
I would just say nobody told us it was 20.
Yeah, you 40 man.
That hard mode chest has only cosmetic shit in.
Yeah, there's no loot.
There'll be a item on the first chest. I had one earlier, an extra claw drop. An enchanting recipe.
All right. Let's Laylo's running back. Hopefully Nope is running back. And then St. David's running back. All right. Hopefully people got their pictures.
We could summon.
Yeah, can we?
Oh, they can teleport here, I think.
Can I interest anyone in a blood ceremony?
All right, Jog, if you want to go ahead and start looting and doing all the stuff, that'd be great.
Okay, this is top 3: Boom Boom, Nope, Claimer, Dwarf, Valetta.
Oh, double.
Oh, how many?
Damn, I got the 97. I think there's the top 3.
What the fuck? Want to buy res? I forgot I did that.